everyone, it's your favorite host here, Jay, and welcome back to the Over Manga Cast. That time we woke up in a podcast and had to explain manga. Our heated adventures over analyzing manga we find interesting. It's that time again! Dandadan! Dandadan! By Yukinobu Tatsu, chapters 18 to 27. On this episode, we are joined by bona fide friend of the podcast, Jump Kodie. Those of you who listened to our last episode know this manga, unfortunately, has no context. It is all the context you'll ever need. Join us as we indulge in yet another read-through of Dandadan!
Hey, we're the Over Manga Cast, and this week we read Dandadan, chapters 18 through 27, the Serpo arc. Joined here with my lovely co-host, Jay. Unfortunately, we are missing a Sam and Jacob. They kind of got inscripted into some kind of youth soldier thing, and I think it actually kind of went bad because it turned out that Sam had actually been injected with some kind of spinal fluid of a monster by his father in a secret underground basement. Really, it's convoluted and we have no idea what's going on. But conveniently, we do get to just completely forget their existence, as you probably did with that series, because we have a lovely friend of the pod, Jump Kodie, with us today. How you doing, Kodie?
That's me, right? I'm the friend of the pod.
Yes, you are.
Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, just wanted to make sure that we're still okay with that. I was waiting for someone to appear and be like, they're the friend, and I'm like, oh, you're the friend I've always wanted to be, but I'm the friend. Hey guys, it's good to be here. It's been a minute. It's been a little too long since we've done some podcasting. I think the last time I was on here, was it Dandadan last time? Was it the first few chapters?
I want to say it was Spy Family.
Oh yeah, Spy Family. Good stuff. Another great series to read. Is my Viz plug to read all of our great shonen titles. It's great to be back. I was thinking about this. I was really thinking about this since it's been so long since I've been on a podcast, that you guys should just, if you guys just like once a month want to like hit me in to give you like a Shonen Jump update, and I could just like plug in my Shonen Jumpness, and then I could leave you guys alone. And then I'll just like podcast like at least like once or twice a month, rather than like, once every 3 months or so. Or whenever, the rest of the cast can't be here and I'm just like that like fallback guy that you guys don't really want to hang out with,
Wow. You were too modest.
You can be the Norm Macdonald of our podcast, just always filling in for the Tonight Show.
Yeah, I'll just be the weatherman, just be and now Kodie with the manga forecast of what's coming out next or what looks good. Yeah, give my 2 cents, then I'm out, and then it'll be in and out. But I'm happy to be here, happy to talk about this wacky tobacky hilarity of a series, Dandadan. I'm glad people are still into it, because it's not on our typical shonen schedule, right? Of Shonen Jump, the Sunday releases. It's usually coming out on a Monday or a different day. I think it's always on Monday. But if it's not on Monday, right? Like it kind of throws off people's like muscle memory and habit of reading the series, right? So you've seen it. You see it with One Punch Man a lot when he goes on like breaks, or it's like in this like really cool arc, and then it like kind of ends or whatever's happening, and then it disappears for a minute, and you're like, oh, like why are people not talking about One Punch Man? It's so good. And they're like, oh yeah, because it came out like last week on a Wednesday, and then like 2 weeks ago it came out on a Thursday, and then the other week it came out. It's hard to follow. So I'm glad Dandadan is like a Monday thing, but I wish it was a Sunday thing. It is a bit of a travesty, but the way of life of a mangaka, man. They get to work with their editorial teams and they figure it out. So anyway, great series. Good to be here. I can't wait to catch up with you guys about everything. And thanks for having me.
Always great to have you on, Kodie.
Thanks.
I think you briefly touched on it, as we generally at the start of the episode like to go over familiarity with the series. So why don't you start off? What's your familiarity with Dandadan?
I feel pretty familiar since I'm employed by the company, that produces it on the English side of the house. So yeah, it's been a minute really to dive into the shenanigans of Okarun and the gang, but as long as there's aliens and kaiju and all kinds of things to take on, these guys aren't out of a job yet. So it's really fun it's a fun read, and it's gonna be fun to dive into this arc because it's been a minute. Like we've passed it, in real time, but give a good review and give some reflection, right? And you always pick up new things when you reread things. So I'm happy to dive back in here. And man, all I can say though, Turbo Granny, she's we're turning into a cat form, right? And then there's real Granny, the hot mom Granny. I don't know. It's just so much funness to this series. So I'm excited to be in this.
So
again.
many G-milfs. Yep.
Cat girls and G-milfs. Dandadan pleases all crowds.
Yeah. And there's some sports in there too. There's some sports. We'll see some sports here in a minute too. So sports, romance, and action.
Let's move on. Jay, what's your familiarity with Dandadan since we last read it?
Honestly, no added familiarity. First reading was our last episode.
Okay. Sure. I guess I'm in the same boat then. I have not actually had a chance to pick this up, despite the fact I desperately wanted to. Actually, I think I read 2 more chapters past where we stopped last time, but I reread them for this.
Good. I'm glad you prepared.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Dandadan is like, I'm pretty sure it definitely made my my top manga we read for New Year's last year. Dandadan is amazing, and I think we all came away really liking it last time. It's in like my top runners for manga I want an anime adaptation of, but strongly understand why that will probably never happen. Which, in all fairness, I did famously say the same thing about Spy Family was manga I love that will never get an anime adaptation, and then it was like the top rated anime of the season it came out. So maybe I can be wrong 2 times.
Hey, you just gotta let the world surprise you sometimes. Can't depend on. You can't get negativity in your head. You gotta let the world give you a surprise. So we'll see. If Roboco can do it, any series can do it.
Look, I love Roboco because it just thrives on the salt of people who don't like it. And
I love Roboco too, but obviously it is not it's not everyone's cup of tea, right? And then you're like, hey, guess what? We got an anime. I was like, holy cow! Like, all right, if Roboco is gonna be sticking around for a while, any series can stick around for a while. Anyone.
Roboco, not everyone's cup of tea, but it will drink the tears of its enemies.
Yes. The tea is made from the tears of the enemies that it's brewed. It's brewed by. Unofficial Viz tagline there for Roboco. Great series. I do love
unofficial
it.
Tagline of Viz. Unofficial tagline of Viz. Fuck you, Roboco is great.
I shouldn't laugh, but I can laugh.
And that's why we're not sponsored.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna go into the Viz website right now and change it for everyone to can read it just like that. My job. I'm looking for employment as of this moment. When I click this button and saves the web page. Oh, that would be bad.
Oh, geez.
It'd be hilarious.
But
it'd be my death. It'd be my deathbed.
Oh, there you go. But let's hop into the manga. As we left off, as with anything summarizing Dandadan, you can definitely try.
Like I said, I think the best way to describe it is just wacky tobacco.
Basically, if for some reason, actually no, just go watch the first episode. You can do both. This is a podcast, but basically, aliens and ghosts and yokai are all real and all co-inhabit. Mm-hmm. And fight most of the time. Okarun is your conspiracy theory X-Files kind of kid, and then
total geek.
Momo is the spirit medium, yin to his yang.
Yeah,
but still they're both outcast.
Yeah, they're
different.
both nerds, but for opposite fandoms, so they can never be friends, but also immediately become friends.
No,
so
never made the two meet, but because they're magnetized.
So we can go on a string here, and say there's definitely
some their love life.
There's some tension there. There's some tension there.
There's some star-crossed lovers vibes.
Feelings, between the two, but I think Okarun doesn't even know.
Did kiss
last reading, but
I mean,
not on purpose.
There's a lot of accidental kissing, and I know what you're thinking, but it's not like that.
Yeah, I'm also confused, Jay. Please elaborate.
If you have to ask, you don't deserve to know.
That sounds like you don't know, but okay.
All right.
Anyway, we're on a tangent.
You know
here.
what I'm talking about.
As we left off, Okarun had his penis stolen, and his he had his penis stolen, got it back, but lost his testicles in the process. And at the very end of what we read, reclaimed one of them, which is where we end up now with the girl they saved from her ghost follower, an acrobatic Silky. Thought his ball was a mystic item of amazing power, which in all fairness it is. So, and they are awkwardly eating dinner at Grandma's house. Also, Grandma's hot.
As you often do.
That's not my personal opinion. The manga makes sure to tell you repeatedly that Momo's grandma is very hot because she is.
Multiple characters just randomly. Your grandma's so hot. Thank you for reminding me. I hate it.
I feel like the mangaka might have actually had Tatsu Sensei might have a hot grandparent in real life.
Maybe not them. Yeah.
Or their friend has a grandparent that's hot.
Their friend has a granny that's pretty hot.
And they want to I mean, she doesn't even dress. She dresses like she's gonna go train with Hercule and Goku.
Because she's aware. Granny knows she's hot.
I mean, she's
dresses like she just got back from Greed Island.
I just feel like girls at the gym wear the outfit she's wearing.
Well, she's a TV spirit medium, so obviously she dresses for the job she wants.
Oh, like Twitch streamers. Which is,
I guess, personal trainer.
I do love the opening, though. It's so awkward in the room, and then you just straight up, Okarun and Grandma just sitting there chilling, slurping on some noodles, and well, assuming she's drinking some sake probably, too. But, yeah, some good stuff.
The university kind of need it.
And Momo and her basically nemesis, Akira, who's popular girl in school and also is the one who stole Okarun's testicle, apologize to each other, and that lasts about 2 panels before they just start fighting.
Yep. Which develops into the rest of the chapters. You'll see here soon. Akakura and the hottie over there, both demons.
Akira's whole jam is she is holier than thou. I have been gifted with divine magic powers, and you're all demons. But also being by the way, Okarun's a real fine piece. Yeah. And I mean a real fine piece.
Which is so funny because he literally just looks like a different colored haired version of Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory. But
I mean, I'm just saying she has a type, and he is that type.
This is like some Tenchi Muyo. Can I say she?
Yes.
Okay. Leave that out. Sorry, Sam.
You can say whatever the fuck you want. Sam has to bleep it.
Sam also has a worse mouth than anyone else on the podcast, so it's perfect.
Sam is 90% of our swear bleeps. I've had to edit an episode, so I know that's true.
Yeah. It's not fun trying to find all those and. Anyway, yeah, I just feel like it's some Tenchi Muyo feel. If it's not space pirate aliens, it's straight up these other women with supernatural abilities or supernatural ties, right? That are now in Okarun's life, and they're all into the one thing that he has that they don't have, and that's his balls. So, kind of, because he's missing one. I do love the sports reference that comes up through this chapter. I'm kind of shifting gears here to the baseball moment. It's baseball season's coming to an end this summer. Granny puts on that jersey and got the bat in hand. I'm ready for it. It's awesome. Hey, Granny, you can wear that jersey anytime, but Okarun's a little scared especially because this plan relies on Granny pitching the ball directly into Okarun's groin. Yeah. And Granny's defending it with a bat just for the bit, I guess. Yep. It's a full montage, and Granny strikes out in a very dramatic way, but thankfully it returns Okarun's ball back.
He has one testicle now, and my favorite thing about Dandadan is these stupid reaction pages where everyone's just cheering about like literally the stupidest line of dialogue ever. And I'm just like, good, I can clip this completely out of context, and Dandadan's amazing. Because it's just all three of them cheering, and he's just like, it's back! I've got one ball back! Hooray!
I'm just saying, and this is what I love explaining to people, this is context. People say it's out of context. No, this is the context. It's exactly what you think it is.
Yeah, no, there's no hiding. There's no sugarcoating this story whatsoever. But does Tatsu Sensei like straight up make this like the most meme-worthy manga of all time? It's in the running right now with moments like this. You know what I mean? Like, you just clip this art and just put it on there in a tweet and let people enjoy every moment of it.
I mean, isn't that the modern manga-scape now, though? Is like mangaka being like, hey, if I make this one panel exactly this way, this will be incredibly meme-worthy.
Yeah,
and then people will be like, "Ooh, that manga's really cool."
Yeah, you're probably right on that. I mean, if you want to get in like a real like analytical sense, I'm sure we could really take a dive at some of these stories. And of course, obviously, my focus is obviously the shonen manga from Shonen Jump. So, as much as there's so many other titles out there, right? I can't tell you which one would be. These mangaka are really like for the shtick, you know. Well.
Fujimoto's real into like the have characters react in a vacuum for like the comedic pacing of it.
Yes, totally, 100%. So I would say it's up there too. But yeah, when I look at Oda Sensei, right, I'm not ever like looking for a flip art meme moment, right? Like you're just keep going with the story. And I'm not saying there's not humor in there, right? Like you could probably make a meme out of One Piece. I'm not saying you can't. Like,
I'm just saying, when Oda's cramming a Game of Thrones book worth of lore into each chapter, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, you're enjoying the story and the progression, and while Dandadan has story and progression, this comedic timing is very unique and brilliant, and you're right, it is kind of a new thing for mangaka, because I think everyone's in the digital age of memeing. And GIFs and GIFs, or however you want to pronounce it, right? So, definitely.
Well,
definitely
we pronounce it the correct way here, so.
which is
GIFs, obviously.
GIFs, okay.
Write me in the comments.
Okay, I was thinking GIF, like the peanut butter, you know.
Yeah. No. I'll take a hard stance. That's objectively wrong.
All right, we'll put on gloves later after we figure out where Okarun's other ball is, so.
No, we got other amazing things to go through, because they go back to school. Okarun and Momo are kind of awkward about it. Okarun's really the one who's kind of being standoffish, and Momo's just like, man, being a nerd, whatever. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends and eat lunch. And then suddenly they're just like, hey, wait a second. Guys are only like that when they've got a side chick. And he's just like, well, wait, hold on. He doesn't have a main chick. But also, what do you mean side chick? Obviously. And they're like, Momo, come on, girl. We know what you're putting down here. Like, he's got the exact same name as the guy actor you wouldn't stop crushing on for literally multiple years.
Yeah, what are the
no,
odds
we're not
of
going to bring
that?
that up. Okay.
What about that? What are the odds of that? See the last episode. Obviously, obviously, it's fate.
But unfortunately, she gets a glimpse of the look that Akira gave Okarun when she left, and she's like, wait a second. That was an embarrassment. That was a love blush. Oh, no.
That lusty harlot.
Well, I better go check on him.
Jay, can you help us out here? I wish I could see your guys' faces right now, because I want to know what like the love blush looks like compared to the embarrassed blush.
It's a subtle difference, but yes, it's there.
Okay. These are the things that go over a man's head sometimes,
See, we'll be having our discussion up on, shoujo manga, where it's very explicit, the difference.
Okay. I gotta dive into some shoujo for the next time I magically appear on the podcast. So I can be like, I know what the blush means!
I have read many volumes of shoujo to learn your ways.
Wait, so you're saying the secret to all women is in shoujo manga?
Yes.
Yep, I'm sure there's nothing wrong with going along with that.
All right, everyone that listens to this, if they want to tweet at me and tell me what they've learned from shoujo manga to help me understand women, I would greatly appreciate it.
Be careful what you ask for.
That's true. I might get run off. I might get deleted off the internet for that one. Never mind. Just at me some fun facts from a shoujo manga I should check out. Maybe that's a better way of saying it. Yeah.
To the earlier thing, so do that instead.
What happened to Jump Kodie? His account was deleted.
Momo's jealous. It's real clear she's jealous about the guy she's not dating. So she goes and does the traditional peace offering gift of buying 2 cartons of milk. Sure. And goes around looking for him. She finds Okarun, who said he was busy working on an essay. He's working on something, all right. Yes, he's working on...
He is working hard.
He's working on someone, all right, but that's no essay.
That's not an essay.
That's more than just an essay. Okarun is in the manga position where he is about to make out with Akira.
Yeah.
That way.
And Momo reacts by dropping her milk and going like, "Oh no!"
Yeah. And what kind of blush is that?
Jay,
hey, help me out here.
Kind of blush.
She's blushing at the end after she drops the milk. Is that a?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a combination of like secondhand embarrassment and no, it's just secondhand embarrassment. Never mind.
She's embarrassed for Akira that she's got this nerd trying to make out with her. Yeah, that makes sense.
No, I mean, I should have let the joke go. It's sorry.
She's embarrassed not only because she likes him, but not really, or she likes the fame that she doesn't like him, but also the fact that she happened to stumble upon the situation that she stumbled upon.
And the fact that she was thinking that situation was going to happen, and it did.
Yes. So it's just like situationally relevant, and the fact that she has feelings for him, but obviously won't admit those feelings. So it's like betrayal, but also this situation is like really uncomfortable.
And this is shonen manga, so of course we're not going to get any like actual like kissing here. This is just going to go on, and you know, we're going to let these characters
bring on the
stew.
awkward situations.
You're right. Dandadan would never do anything as lewd as kissing.
Yeah, totally.
Are you kidding? Are we reading the same manga?
Just we're not there yet. We'll get there. Keep going.
But yeah, they let the audience simmer on that for a full week as we cut to the next chapter, where it reveals from Okarun's perspective that he bought those like strap-on weights, and he has them around his wrist, and he's doing a bunch of exercises because he's just like, man, if I got buff overnight, Momo would be like, yeah, that's super hot, and that'd be really cool.
Yeah. This is where like a traditional shonen manga would go into like a training montage, right? And he'd go in the hyperbolic.
Oh, he trains
chamber.
all right.
Yeah. Instead, he goes into something else.
It's just making me recontextualize this entire reading to just an interrupted training montage.
It basically is. Except it's real dumb because he's just doing like basic strength exercises.
Hey. Saitama does some basic strength exercises, and look where he got.
You know what? You're right. Bald, you're right. He really short end of the stick there. And he's just like, yeah, no, I got to get tough so that Momo will notice me. And then Akira comes around from the corner and just like, hey, Okarun, I'm going to tell you something. I'm real sheltered, so I have no idea how relationships work, but I'm deeply in love with you now, and that means you have to make out with me. Because no one taught Akira consent, and that's important. You should know what consent is if you're trying to pursue a relationship with someone. Because she then proceeds to assault him.
She is a strong subscriber to shoujo, actually.
Yeah, she is. That is true.
I'm going to regret this. Jay, what do you mean by that?
I'm going to elaborate on this episode. You'll have to watch our shoujo episode.
I think you're advertising something that doesn't exist, but okay.
Damn, you just called out your shit. That's not even fair.
I mean, it's on schedule. I don't know what to say. It's a
it will exist in the future.
Yes, that's what I said the first time.
Okay.
I wasn't grasping at straws. It's literally on the list there of ideas I put forth in the past to do in the future.
So anyway, moving on. Basically, what Akira did was she felt that little heart flutter from her first crush on a boy and decided, I'm going to investigate in magazines.
Certain kind of magazine.
Say what I thought was she was like, oh yeah, she like read a whole bunch of like girly romance comics, and this was like, nope. Went to the source. She got a hustler.
I'm trying to read it. Weekly True Accounts. That's the name of the magazine. Weekly True Accounts.
Nude photo feature secret forest spring.
Yeah.
Poor child.
Yamada Group versus new virus. Bold first nude movie role.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. Yamada Group versus new virus is one of these things is not like the other.
No, it's not, but that's what it says. Kind of creepy.
But what I love about Dandadan is Okarun spends no time like trying to spare her feelings. He just immediately goes, yo, you're being super weird. This is not how normal people interact. What on earth is this? And she's like, no, this is how normal people interact. It was in a magazine. You really don't understand. You are the definition of socially awkward right now.
Yeah. You're what gets people canceled nowadays.
And just as he accidentally trips and then pins her to the ground, and she's like, yeah, make out time. At that exact second was when Momo dropped a milk and was just like,
Bird burger.
and Akira just closes her eyes and says, Takun, hurry up and do it. Because this manga loves having panels just taken out of context.
Yeah. Don't clip that one and share it to any kids.
Scowl of like disdain.
Yeah, the panel of Akira just going like, you turd burger.
Total turd burger. Yeah, that's a good one. The look in her eyes is total dismay. Like total like like I feel her. I feel for her. I think of the time I caught a girl I liked kissing another boy, and I just oof.
I got so mad. I went to go find my popular friends and then watched a mantis shrimp.
You mean you didn't?
No, that was just me.
Mantis shrimp are awesome. Seriously, as we will learn.
Yeah,
how awesome they are.
Learn how great they are.
Because first off, the high school they go to that just has an entire like marine biology room dedicated to these tanks of mantis shrimp.
Because plot. It's very important.
Plot did dictate it, but also they have this room now.
What, did you say plot? Like the over manga cast was raining, or?
Now I'm confused.
I'm also confused.
The way you said plot, it just reminded me of raindrops dropping.
Sure.
No. I try to give you guys a shout out there. It didn't work. Just mute me. I'm done.
No. She was referring to butts.
What? What?
I'm sorry. You do appreciate things for the plot.
It was captivating because of the plot.
It wasn't Granny, baseball Granny in the whole like baseball outfit thing.
We haven't even gotten to the worst part of this arc.
Keep going.
This is the wholesome part.
Keep going.
We're just learning about heartbreak and shrimp.
Yep.
Yeah.
Akira goes to these tanks full of mantis shrimp where the teacher just says, by the way, they've got a punch the force of like 2 tons if it was the size of a person. And Akira falls into a dream going like, man, I wish I could punch something to death. What? Okay.
That is super.
Meanwhile, Okarun is real upset that he messed up apologizing by not doing it and is just using dumbbells in the back of class when suddenly the floor is lava. Or water? The floor is water.
Water.
Still scary.
Also, everyone's gone.
Still scary, but not as scary as you like actually melting, you know? It's just water you can like survive, hopefully.
You know, until they almost drown.
Well, yeah, but well, the water's part of the plot.
Yeah, the manga also barely cares about the water level rising. Yeah, it does not come up until it does.
Anyway, he steps down into a flooding classroom alone, walks out into the hall, and realizes that Akira is out there as well. Oh no, where is this water coming from? Where is everyone? We're all alone. And also, somehow Momo is behind this.
The sky is black. They've been like with the tree monster from last time, aliens have the power to lock people in these like subsets of reality.
Oh yeah.
And they are currently in a duplicated version of the school with only them, and it's slowly filling with water.
Yeah.
Also, the Loch Ness Monster is there.
That is the best part of this chapter. Just, yes, Nessie is here. Why? Well, you'll find out. But Nessie's here.
I just thought it was one of the shrimp.
No, that's Nessie.
That's Nessie. Oh yeah.
Also, Nessie can just shoot concentrated water beams that completely destroy rooms.
Lasers.
Oh yeah, that's like a straight up Kamehameha wave, you know? That ain't no just like burst stream from Blue Eyes. That's straight up like a full destruction across the entire like school. I wonder which one's stronger. Blue Eyes attack or Goku? Anyway.
Well, I mean, no, let's really dive into this. This feels like a good use of our time. The Dragon Ball Z card game did use a 9,000 power set, so really Goku's at least as strong as 3 Blue Eyes. If he went into Super Saiyan, he's as strong as 9 Blue Eyes. So
I like your logic. I concede.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, there you go. Okay. So this is more of a Blue Eyes attack because the school's still standing, but I changed. You convinced me I was wrong.
But anyway, that is exploded. Momo realizes she's out of her depth because this thing's a monster. And that sound is heard by Okarun and Akira, who are kind of still wandering around and have come to the conclusion that this is an alien, like, subdimension. Which means there has to be an alien here somewhere. Where could that possibly... Oh, it's right there. And it is a crab man with boxing gloves and a tie.
Yeah. And a Speedo.
Terrifying about this.
Not the Speedo part.
It's like, why? You know, not the fact that this crab has teeth and is like growling at you. It's a Speedo.
Yeah, the Speedo just... Look at those quads, man. He's built pretty well.
What you guys complaining about the Speedo when he is wearing like 90% more clothing than anyone does in the rest of this arc, but okay.
He's overdressed.
He is overdressed. He does have a tie. But that prompts Okarun to go all Turbo Granny mode, and he catches Akira. Akira's just like, oh man, my savior. And then is suddenly face planted because in the plot twist out of left field that I would have never suspected, they brought the banana organ aliens back from the first chapter.
Yes. They appear. Favorite banana boys.
With their robot penises that do whatever they need to do for the plot at the moment. And also, we get the confirmation of why they're so interested in Okarun rather than everyone else. He's just got magic genitals.
Ah, that's right.
I mean, that's fine, right?
He is endowed with a good set.
He kind of doesn't have a set because part of it's still missing.
No.
They don't know that. Or do they?
But they don't know that.
They're about to know.
I don't know what they know.
No, by page 16, I've only got one testicle as it is, so you know.
I don't think he understands. By the way, Okarun's then naked for the rest of this.
Yeah, clothes are questionable.
He kind of matches the Speedo guy.
It's then we get my literally favorite 2-panel spread of this, of the servo aliens getting reverse helicopter kicked by a woman with long stringy hair and with a similar mask to Turbo Granny, and you're like, oh no, that's Akira with the acrobatic Silky's powers, because I guess we're going there now.
Yeah, which didn't dawn on me right away until the mask kind of comes off and you're like,
yeah, same.
And the hair got a hell of a lot longer, but I was like, oh yeah, it can only be unless a new character really appears. It's no, straight up this is right in here. Which is kind of cool because it ties back to the whole mom thing, and it's neat. It's a neat little okay, she has powers too. She can't be as holy and high water, high and mighty, because now she has, she's in the same boat.
Well, you say that, but then she is immediately high and mighty about how her powers were gifted by the divine.
Yep.
So,
Did I set you up for that? Did I set us up for that? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool.
Yep. Good job. But so there is some really cool fight scenes as the two demon people fight the punching crab, and the school just is demolished around them because Dandadan loves his action pieces, and holy crap, do we get a bunch of them in this fight. Like, it is smash, smash, run along the walls, kick. Oh.
Thing they always wanted to do within school, but they couldn't because they were in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't want to smash up their classroom?
Had a hammer and a. I mean, that's in today's society, you can't really say things about attacking schools, but at the same time, like if I could make the walls of my high school come down for a day, that would have been really nice. Just the building itself, representation of the system that took away years of my life.
Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Yeah, no ill will to classmates or anything, teachers.
You want to take your frustration on the school itself.
Yeah, sometimes you want to put your head through a brick wall, and you want the wall to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Some teenage angst coming out of me right now. This is channeling it.
Oh man, Dandadan channels a very specific teenage angst.
Save it for the album, guys. Save it for the SoundCloud.
Poor Jay, this whole episode is her like wrangling us in.
Also, I love Akira, after noticing Okarun is naked the entire time, goes through an entire fight like holding her skirt down because, dear God, is her school uniform not built for fighting?
Yeah.
Fun fact, very few are.
Yeah. Especially because her whole fighting style is like ballet kicks. So it's like, no.
Some pants
I think
on.
you just need to give up on that. Choose your battles.
Yep. But at some point, the banana aliens reveal their true forms to just do something. It's also revealed that the boxing alien is a gig worker, because, that's the world we live in. Gig work is all over, even for mercenaries.
Mm-hmm.
And they treat him about as well as some people treat their Uber drivers. So
My Uber drivers exceedingly well. Thank you very much.
yeah, they're not worried about a negative review. So. Huh.
Yeah, no, they're not. They have to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
Notice after she holds her skirt down that Okarun, in all his glory,
does not cover anything after he turns into Turbo Granny, because Turbo Granny does not care.
Nope.
But he keeps forgetting that the aliens have psychic powers that negate his demon powers, which was the entire point of him teaming up with Momo to begin with. So he gets like basically Inuyasha'd continuously by their awesome zone.
Yeah. Good
Yes,
good
you
way
heard
of
that right,
referencing
folks.
that. Yeah.
The awesome zone.
Yep. So then, because they need to maintain the psychic force keeping them down, they're paying some guy to just go walk up and punch them.
Man.
But then, just when all things seem lost, Okarun's about to be pounded into a pulp. Suddenly he's shot like a cannon out of wherever he was strapped. And it's because Momo came to the scene and used her psychic powers to shoot him out.
Yeah.
But also she did that because she was mad at him and said, Okarun, you dumb idiot. That's what you get for flirting with dumb skanks. And I'm like,
Good job, Momo.
good burn on Akira.
Yeah.
It's honestly not hard.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you don't want to be called a dumb skank, don't be a dumb skank.
But, jeez.
Read too many
But,
novelty magazines, man. She was warped. Her brain was warped.
It's a patriarchy. It infected her mind about what realistic expectations for a relationship are.
And here on the Over Manga Cast, we like to tell you about our stance up for everyone love everybody. And
Hold on. Editing, Sam, please fade in the Soviet national anthem. Really, workers should rise up again. Jesus Christ, please cut that.
I wasn't going to chime in because I don't know this, so I don't remember it, so I couldn't help you there. I was just saying, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. That's all I got.
That's the opposite. But
America.
But basically, Psychic joins the fight. However, she's like hilariously flipped over by their like psychic realm too. Is like, and she gets flipped, and like they're not able to combat them. But the gig worker's been knocked out, so they inject them with their penis weapons. And
Well, yeah.
for some reason,
They do. There's no clean way to say it.
at some point in Dandadan, you just need to accept people are doing things with penises.
Yeah.
But so he gets injected with alien DNA that for some reason turns him into a mantis shrimp. And I don't think we're ever told why. And I don't think it matters.
Kind of a cool warrior mantis shrimp thing though, with like the Gundam face with the sunglasses on and the like something out of Power Rangers.
And the Speedo turned into overalls.
Yeah, like more like a giant loincloth thing. But yeah, totally. I dig it. He's got like shield arms. The sunglasses are a great piece.
But now he also has supersonic punches.
Oh yeah.
And they were already barely surviving against regular punch crab. And it's not going great.
Nope. It's 3v4 and it's just really one-sided.
It's really cool. This entire chapter is just really cool action scenes between this mantis shrimp monster and Momo and Akira and Okarun all being their bad selves.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty intense action going on and pretty intense, teamwork.
Go on.
No,
finish your sentence.
No, it was not appropriate.
What's appropriate anymore?
I'm going to remind you, you're reading a manga where a young boy had his balls stolen after having his penis stolen. And we're used to...
going to see some kind of like epic threesome.
No, it is an epic threesome. You're right. That is what's happening. That is the appropriate terminology.
I mean, Akira doesn't care who sees what's up her skirt anymore. Let's just leave it at that.
I mean, you gotta choose your battles. Come on.
Yeah.
Because obviously she's accepted what's happening as a basically defunct to betrothal. So she's just like, yeah, we're getting married. Meanwhile, Momo's like, dumb skank, shut up.
Yeah. She's jealous. Yeah, which just creates more.
I love the bits where Momo gets real upset that Okarun and Akira are working too well in tandem. It's like, nope.
Yeah, exactly.
Getting along too well.
You need to put some Jesus in there between you two, and we'll handle the aliens and the crab man without you two being awesome, which doesn't pan out happening.
Anyway, remember earlier how we mentioned the water level was rising? Yeah. It suddenly does it all at once.
Oh yeah. How could we forget that moment? Also leaves another
where they're
panel up there at the top of page 18 where you could just clip that one panel. Oh, my feet aren't touching the bottom.
Also, did we mention the Loch Ness Monster is here?
Yeah.
Because it's still here.
Because yes.
That takes us to chapter 23.
Okarun flips out the fact that the Nessie is here.
Because he's such a nerd.
See, yeah, I forgot there for a minute. I forgot that the Loch Ness Monster was its own thing and the Shrimp Man was its own thing. See, that's what I get for reading this a few months ago.
Oh man, you confused two plot lines in Dandadan. They're normally so distinct and clear to follow.
No, I mean, I read this chapter probably around September 6th of 2021. So.
But how'd you forget Nessie?
Because you see her in a quick moment, and then that's why I was like, wait, didn't they fight the crab guy or the shrimp guy? And the shrimp thing, and he made the shrimp reference, and then I was like, oh shit, I forgot the Loch Ness Monster was.
Really puts it in perspective, doesn't it, guys? You have a comic here, a manga about Loch Ness Monster. Instead, you just focus on the mantis shrimp monster.
Mm-hmm.
In the context of a Japanese manga.
You know what? I'll take it from here. To our listeners in Scotland, we apologize for insulting the national treasure that is Nessie by seemingly implying some mantis shrimp could compare.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Really, what the best part about Scotland is the Scots, right? I mean,
you're not wrong.
Okay, all right, cool.
I'm going to be controversial, but no.
What, do you think the Loch Ness Monster is the best thing about Scotland?
So American Scotch has kicked Scotland's Scotch
Cut her mic.
years.
Cut her mic.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to turn this one off. It's over. That's a wrap.
Yeah. So the Loch Ness Monster is blowing stuff up, and my favorite bit here is Akira is getting left behind, and Momo and Okarun are like, well, that kind of sucks. Well, saving ourselves right now.
Yeah. Especially that, like, is that one of the aliens getting hacked completely in half?
Yeah, one of the aliens got, bisected.
That would suck.
My favorite bit then immediately happens where the mantis shrimp, they are realizing when he's underwater can punch like 10 times as hard. But then they also realize he doesn't have gills, so he can't breathe underwater.
Oh.
And they're like, what a dumb way to do this. I know, I'll just Turbo Grammy and attack him. Oh, no, I can't swim. Well.
Turbo Granny can't swim. Great. So now they're like stuck.
Because Turbo Granny can only run on roads. It's Sonic the Hedgehog rules.
Okay. He's out of rings, essentially.
Yep.
And Akira's like drowning.
Also, Akira's been drowning. Yeah. But then they get into a huge fight about how Okarun lied to her instead of, and like hanging out with his dumb skank instead of working on his essay like he said. And he's just like, well, no, I did lie to you, but it was so wait, no.
So why are you upset about that? I don't give a crap. Just what some liar does with some dumb skank.
No, it's okay. You don't understand. It's okay when I lie. Wait, no, hold on. And like Okarun really like mans up here, right? He's just like, look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I really want to clear up that misunderstanding because I don't really care if other people think I'm a weirdo. I don't want you to have a bad opinion of me. And I'm like, there you go, boy. Be honest with her. Don't do whatever this nonsense you were doing earlier is. Oh, you gotta do what Okarun does next, which is tackle the girl while naked and push her under the water. Because women like that.
They like a man who's in charge.
Oh, yeah.
Jay, you were supposed to refute me, but okay. There is an amazing panel of them just under the water.
Yeah, that's a great panel. It's a whole romantic moment. All about it.
Also, speaking of meme posts, Okarun realizes he's just getting in the way because he can't transform without drowning. So Momo's just like, okay, I'm just going to blow Mantis Shrimp away with my psychic powers. Get out of the way. And she starts like charging up, and then my favorite panel to take out of context, bottom left-hand corner is Mantis Shrimp going like, whoa, what the hell is that? Love it.
I was more into the next panel.
The next panel is
all three panels here in this page. The big spread here at 14 and 15 are all purely you can take out of context.
Yep. And it is in context. Like I said, I love this manga.
It's like,
it's not
what her plan was get on Okarun's naked body, use her psychic powers to grip him, shoot him out, and ride him like a jet ski. None of those sentences sounded right, but that is what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
That is physically what happened.
If you've ever seen the movie Swiss Army Man, it's the opening to that. Although probably with less farting.
Swiss Army Man. It's awesome. No spoilers, Matthew.
I'm sorry, did I spoil the first 5 minutes of a 2-hour-long movie?
Yes.
But yeah, she's riding Okarun like a jet ski. They have an amazing jump out of the water.
He breaches, and it's beautiful. Very majestic.
And then dives into the water to rescue Akira, who's been drowning this entire time.
Yeah.
Hopefully she doesn't suffer more brain damage. She doesn't have that many brain cells to lose.
Hey, she's top of her class.
She is.
It's great.
But it only proves that being literarily smart does not mean she's intelligent in other ways.
Street smarts or book
like common
smarts.
sense.
Everyone has both.
Yep.
Very few people do.
Yep, that's real cool and all. But hey, guys, the Loch Ness Monster is coming to kill us, so everyone needs to get naked. You sure? No, everyone does definitely need to get naked. I really don't think... Yes, no, that's what's happening.
To get naked. Everyone knows that Nessie hates nudity.
Yep.
The only way.
We all need to get naked and then ride on Okarun. I'm not sure what you're misconstruing about this situation.
And let's remember here that Okarun can't turn into Turbo Granny, so he's just straight Okarun.
He's just living the life right now, and he's not even doing anything. It's great.
Yep.
He's not making these decisions.
Also...
bottom page of 22, 3. That whole, just cut that panel out and just put it on something and ask someone what the context is.
There is no, the context is what you're reading.
Here we go. 1, 2.
This manga builds itself around cool action pieces and setting up dumb, like without context jokes, and I love it for it. But as it turns out, Pistol Shrimp has fixed up its weakness by fusing with Nessie, I guess, to become the Loch Ness Pistol Shrimp. Everyone is not happy.
So three naked adolescents versus an alien who's the Loch Ness Monster.
I've not seen Stranger Things, but I assume that's what it's about.
Pretty much. It's totally a lie, but I wasn't gonna I wasn't gonna spoil anything for our audience. Like, just let them believe that, and then when they watch it and they're pleasantly surprised or sad.
Yeah, Jay.
My co-host here is lying to you.
Oh, what?
It's not lying when it's setting up a bit. It's just lying. But on that, let's take a quick break and I don't know, hear whatever we've got in the mid-roll.
I don't want to get off the wild ride.
Well, see, Jay, that's the magic of editing.
Playing your shoujo. This is where you like literally add in the shoujo beat, right? The shoujo moment for you.
Yeah.
Your shoujo ad moment.
Yeah, we're not sponsored.
But it's your own series. It's your own series. Like it's your own, or not your own series, but your own podcast part. Like, right? You're gonna do an episode on shoujo soon, so you might as well plug it in right here.
Yeah, but we're not sponsored.
Oh, but you're sponsoring yourself.
Saying shoujo beat you the
Oh,
baby.
well, yeah. Sorry, I spoke work talk. I'm just saying your own. This is the own beat in the episode where you can plug a moment to talk about that you're doing a podcast. Shoujo.
Let's not pretend Shoujo Beat has money to spend on anything.
Whoa, now.
Okay, we're back, and last we left off, three naked adolescents were diving down to some kind of horrible monstrosity that used to be the Loch Ness Monster, but now can split its head into 4 quadrants and shoot out lasers.
Yeah, sounds simple enough.
You know, as far as Dandadan plots go, it's actually relatively straightforward, you're right.
Gotta beat Loch Ness, the enemies combine forces, and now you just gotta, beat the one enemy. That's the way I feel about this.
Yeah, basically what they're doing is they're using Okarun as a jet ski. Well, I guess not a jet ski anymore because they're underwater. It's like submersible, or what are those scuba tank things?
Totally.
Using them as one of those. And essentially, because neither of them can use their powers without immediately drowning, Acrobatic Silky is quickly transforming, flapping with her hair, and then immediately getting back on Okarun. Also, I do want to point out this action scene. Momo made a whole big deal this last time that the reason they all had to get naked was to reduce drag on like clothing and stuff. My girl continues wearing her giant socks and shoes this entire time, and I'm like, those have more drag than anything.
The shoes, for sure.
I mean, those stockings are like bunched up entirely down around her like calves.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Must be. There's a point to it.
I'd be surprised. But anyway, there's a bunch of cool action scenes as they dodge laser beams and water jets and just explosions. A really cool scene where Momo's face to face with Nessie and is just like, oh no.
Yeah.
Gotta like charge a spirit bomb basically. And then brings down the entire building around it.
Yeah. And it causes them to like defuse.
Yeah. She's like ripping apart him at his very essence. And is it because her psychic powers only work on yokai?
I think so.
I think. Because that's why she can like manipulate Okarun like he's a jet ski. Like she's powering him up. So what she's doing is ripping out.
No, I think she's just a woman.
Women can just ride. Oh, Sam, please cut.
Sam, for Sam, buy him a pack of beer.
Sam, you'll get your beer after you finish editing Dandadan.
Don't encourage him.
You're right. Sam, you might get beer after you finish Dandadan.
You're going to reward him for missing out on episodes.
Meanwhile, Okarun's Turbo Granny style is about to like ride some hair down into the depths.
Yep, because he found out that Akira and Okarun work together so compatibly that Akira's acrobatic silky powers can turn her hair into a road. And as long as there's a road, he can use his super speed on it.
Makes sense.
Don't think about it too hard, everyone.
This leads to an epic like fast battle finale.
Yeah. Some really good screenshots here. Some good plays by Momo.
Yeah.
Jay, I swear, if you just have a screenshot of Turbo Granny's butt.
It's going to be my new profile.
Excuse me. I am someone with taste.
So you definitely do have that then.
I mean, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God, there's
Because again, I have taste.
There's another panel you could just clip there.
Oh, I've clipped all the panels.
Yeah, it's a full 2-page spread, and then it's the beginning of the next chapter. Turbo Granny, cheeks so nice, you gotta draw them twice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Makes your heart race, don't it?
And then turns back into Okarun, and then you're like, oh, that's a sad butt. They defeated the enemy and completely dissolved the water and destroyed the alien dimension and skidded across the floor. Okarun's completely naked.
Yes.
Momo's basically naked.
Well, you also can't see that she has any clothes on her. You can't see her clothes.
There's a mysterious fluid all over the floor. And you're like, oh man, how embarrassing. You have no idea. Because as they are trying to wrestle their way up as the floor is too slippery, at one point Momo says, thank you for your hardness.
That's what I was referring to.
Yep. Yep.
What are you two doing?
Yeah, this happened in the middle of the main hallway as literally every class is like, what on earth is going on?
It's literally every dream that you could possibly have, every nightmare you could possibly have in a high school setting, culminated into one.
Wait, what? I think I missed out.
Obviously.
Yeah, apparently. But so Akira was also naked, but just on a different place. And they all get rushed to the school nurse. I guess is a dominatrix?
I wasn't expecting that one.
I can't tell. Yeah, because she's just like, legitimately, you have to tell me the truth. Are you guys being bullied? Because I have zero tolerance for bullying. I'm only allowed to do the
she's got the Faye Valentine like mole thing going too, it's just
saying mangaka might have a thing. Some kind of, I don't know. Can't put my finger on it. He likes powerful women.
We all.
But they come to a little bit of a lore realization here as they're all just sitting in the nurse's office, refusing to acknowledge the fact they all woke up naked. And the nurse is just like, I'm not really equipped to touch this, so I'm just gonna... you were bullied, right?
Yeah.
If you don't say anything, I can't do anything. Well, okay. And they're kind of just talking. They're like, hey, wait, if the aliens want the yokai power so much, why don't they just take it?
Mm-hmm.
It makes so much sense.
Okarun's just like, hold up, wait, maybe they can't beat the yokai. Also, those aliens have like insane technology. Why haven't they just invaded and taken over the Earth? It's probably because of also we've got a whole bunch of yokai here.
Yeah.
And then we get this really cool thing where Earth is surrounded by like all these invasion ships. And the Earth itself is just laughing in like yokai faces.
Yeah, that's a really cool. Looks like something out of Gundam, but with like really cool like Zelda Majora's Mask moment there. Yeah, I did good at describing that, right? Yeah, totally. Okay.
yeah. It's like Gundam with a whole bunch of supernatural stuff. Like Valrave.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You know that anime that we don't talk about.
I talk about it plenty.
Thoroughly enjoyed Valrave that I choose to completely blank out about how it ended. So whatever.
Game of Thrones. It happens. Anyway, onward. Yeah, so they just realized they're in the middle of this like warring factions essentially.
Yep. And my favorite part is Momo gives the response that I'm sure there's like a non-inconsequential part of the Dandadan fan base. It's just like, that story was so convoluted, I lost the point.
Good break of the fourth wall there.
I'm like, yeah, fair. And then Akira's takeaway from that is just like, yeah, no, I get it. I'm the main character, and I'm the only one who can stop the world from ending, because she doesn't.
Obviously.
She's the type A personality we needed in this story.
It's something. I don't know if it's type A. It's definitely something.
You get the gist.
More importantly, Akira is dragged away by her friends and is basically saying, I'll just blame Momo for all my problems so I can still be popular, leaving the two lovebirds in the nurse's office where Okarun finally has to go like, hey, I did lie to you. I wasn't making out with her, but that's because she started kissing me out of the blue. And I lied to you about working on an essay because I thought it'd be really cool if I worked out in surprise and then you'd be like, man, he's so buff. That's awesome. And I had to do it for my manly pride.
Yeah.
I want you to think I'm a cool man.
Oh, the romance in the air.
And then there's an entire panel of them just awkwardly blushing at each other.
Yes.
Or not, it's an entire page.
Yes, it's even worse.
Yeah, I dig it.
It's so croppable.
She wouldn't leave. I wish they just figure it out.
But they can never kiss. That's too lewd. We could never let the characters kiss.
Nope.
Except for when they did.
Shh. It wasn't consensual, and that's why you can show it.
Well, I mean, they are about to kiss in this scene, and then they get interrupted by Momo's friends.
Yep.
Well, you see, they were getting off of the plot, so that's why the friends were there.
Oh, Momo's friends are my favorite because they immediately jump in and go like, so, hey, you guys were boning in the hallway after she was so upset about you cheating on her with that other girl. Because Momo's friends are just in it for the drama, and I 100% like vibe with them.
You don't hate drama.
In fictional series?
Not to mention the, nude gladiatorial combat.
Because obviously, had to fight off for the prize of this skinny nerd.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what everyone's into.
Or she somehow recontextualized. You don't understand. We've literally got extraterrestrials coming for this guy's schlong.
You know, sometimes you see other people want something so bad, it convinces you there's value there. That's the end of that thought.
No, it just goes so goofy. Thank you, everyone, for making me feel so bubblicious. Like, what?
Kira's currently getting just nothing but pity from her like legion of loyal followers. And the second like they're about to blame Momo for all of this, and they're like, yeah, that weird girl totally did. It's like, no, she's not that weird. Stop being mean
she
to
has
her.
a change of heart. She doesn't want to be the popular evil mean girl anymore, huh?
And then
But she
popular even more because she was just so like very vulnerable in that moment. She's so cool.
Yeah, totally cool.
Mm-hmm. And then, as chance would happen, Momo and Akira end up wandering to the same bench and reveal that Akira did not badmouth her. And Momo's surprised.
Yep.
And they are attacked by the alien they forgot about. The part-time jobber who had the other aliens ripped out of him. He is currently leaking a mysterious white fluid. And collapses. After everything he's done, we get this flashback of an underwater civilization with a crying little crab child yelling, "Daddy, I'm so sorry." And it's like, oh God, was he saying his son's name this entire time?
Just how you're saying Chiquita Bonita.
Yeah,
It is Chiquita Bonita.
it's so cute.
It is. Now you have this crab Speedo character that's now in the fold. It's a Kappa.
Because Grandma refuses to believe aliens exist. He's all bandaged up and admits that he's never going to hurt people again.
Very sweet.
You know, real nice of him. They have sushi to celebrate. He, with his alien palate, thinks it all tastes disgusting, but won't stop eating it. And then proceeds to give his deep, dark backstory for why he became a gig worker. His planet's currently in an economic recession, so there's no like legit work for them. So he could only become not even a bounty hunter. He had to become like just a like thug. Like he's doing criminal work at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's because his wife and child have a rare condition that requires them to have weekly or daily blood transfusions. I forget.
Frequent's the word.
It's frequent.
Think of it what you will.
But regardless, that means they need a bunch of money. His wife already died from it, so it's just him and his son. And Okarun, being the good boy he's just like, I will give you my dick and you can sell it for money for your child.
OnlyFans?
And no one is cool with this plan.
OnlyFans angled here.
What?
Okarun does go from zero to OnlyFans like nothing. But mainly Turbo Granny's just like, no, that's dumb. He needs a consistent stream of income. Meanwhile, Grandma's just like, hey, by the way, your blood smells really disgusting. Grandma, you can't just say that.
Yeah. What?
Grandma, apparently by smell, noticed that the bandages smelled like milk. And she was like, yep, nope, your blood's milk.
Now you can become a cow.
But I'm just like, what?
Wait, did I get that wrong?
Like, and Grandma just has this... Grandma just has this line that's like, those bandages smelled like the rags I used to mop up milk with. And I'm like, wait, what?
Here.
That's weird. They don't dive in on it either. They just and my favorite panel, I think, in any manga we've ever read, is just a picture of a cow, and it's
big statement.
It's a pretty good panel. Milk is the blood of cows in a way, but I never imagined milk was the blood of kappa monsters as well. Milk, the blood of cows.
Totally. Take it.
They pay the alien in a cow, and the flying saucer takes the cow back to Crab Planet to give his son blood transfusions.
Yep. Off you go.
And this is insane, because this wasn't even the plot of an entire chapter. This is just a complete side thing for some reason. And basically, they are begging Momo's grandma to buy them new uniforms because theirs got destroyed by being alien fighters. Grandma's cool, so she's totally fine with Okarun and Akira getting free uniforms. But Momo, she's just like, no,
it's just like,
nope. I know you're selfish. I'm being nice to these other kids. I know you're like just being a jerk.
I mean, maybe the grand apple doesn't fall from the tree.
Yeah. So grandma's just like, I'll just embarrass you. Do an impression of someone that Hiroshi Abe. I don't know.
Just following along. Lead us wherever you need to go.
Yep.
I was like, wait, what?
Well, yeah. But anyway, she's doing this stupid impression, goes to get the door, and wait, huh? Cute boy. Hey, who's this guy? And grandma's just like, oh, Okarun. That dude? He's Momo's childhood friend, and also her first love.
Dun, dun, dun.
Insert love rival.
And that's the nonsense we end on.
Hey guys, I was right. Hiroshi Abe is an actor.
I believe it.
Dang.
It only makes the space.
As with every reading, when we get to the end, we'd like to go around. Kodie, you're our guest, so we'll start with you. Who's your favorite character in this reading?
It's gotta be Okarun, man. Like, I don't really understand the turbo granny thing still. I don't know if I'd want to turn into a granny. Ours are cool. You know what? Honestly, the Loch Ness shrimp monster thing was kind of cool too. That's a close second. But anyway, Okarun, obviously has like some really cool moments in his life. I don't know if I could run around naked in school and not get expelled. I don't know if I could, turn myself into a jet ski for women with powers. There's just a lot to like about Okarun.
Yeah, well,
I feel him. I want to.
He's a good pick.
I want to train like him. I want to be like him too. I want to be doing push-ups and grabbing the weights. Yeah, he's my guy.
You should get some wrist weights.
I need to put him on. I'll just be like Goku and shut him off when I'm about to fight. Tougher opponent than me. Kyle Kent. No big deal.
Okay. Jay, who was your favorite character from this reading?
Oh, this is so hard. I want to say Okarun, but yes, that's my final answer.
But
there's a lot of butt.
Okay, it's a good answer. For the same reason?
No. Yes.
Okay. And then Matt here. I'm surprised Okarun was such a high pick because best character in this was Momo, no hands down. Like, she is the one whose jealousy sparks this whole thing. She spends the entire arc calling Akira a dumb skank repeatedly.
Good points.
She's the one who does all of the fighting, basically. She rips apart the monster into its subsequent parts.
Yeah.
Like, Momo leads this arc like no
but you remember, like, Okarun, like, literally goes through the whole the Loch Ness Monster, like a speeding bullet style. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's also, like, the butt of a lot of the jokes that kind of contributes to, some of the, comedy going forward.
Mm-hmm.
He is the pinnacle of the love triangle.
Now it's a love.
Fair.
Quadrilateral.
Quadrangle?
Square?
A tringle? It's a love tingle. Kuala Lumpur.
No, it's a love square. Rectangle. Okay. Yes. It's not a cube.
But not yet. Ugh. But I think Kodie, you already said you're up to date with this.
Not quite, but I'm close. I'm close. I keep up.
Why aren't you up to date on this, Kodie?
It's Shonen Jump, the social media advertising. Each week I gotta.
You just need to just do more clips, and it advertises itself. You don't even have to take it out of context.
No, it's a great series. It's I said before we started recording it it's one of those ones where it's like, man, I wish this came out every Sunday, because if it came out on Sundays, I would probably put it at the front of every newsletter I produce. Yeah, I'm that guy. If you see a typo or something, please just message me privately so I can fix it and save my job. Yeah, no, trust me, there's some weeks I'm like, I wish I could just pick Dandadan every week for the newsletter, and I'm like, oh wait, it comes out on Monday and I can't really talk about it yet, so I have to like pick, Roboco, another great series that we have.
Roboco, fuck you'll like it.
Oh, it's good. It's
Jay, would you continue reading Dandadan?
I kind of have.
Oh,
sorry.
Cool. Good answer.
Not sorry.
Next time we all meet to talk about this series, we'll be like, yeah, duh, we're already caught up. We're already on.
Sorry, not sorry.
I guess.
Never be sorry about that.
I guess Matt here, the only one who sticks to reading assignments, I guess. Yeah, I'll continue reading Dandadan. I love Dandadan. This is my favorite. It's up there with things we've read. It's insane. There's nothing like it. That brings us to the end of our episode. As always, lovely friend of the pod, Kodie. Take the floor. Man. Anything you wanna?
Okay, so did I miss something? And you can Sam edit this. Did we cover the Kick the Can special chapter? I feel like we didn't.
Oh wait, no, yeah, we did. That does kind of just come up in the middle, doesn't it?
So I just want to give at least the love to that chapter, because it's a fun little side chapter, and I loved the game Kick the Can as a kid. So the fact that they like that, our lovely mangaka here made a whole chapter about that, in a sense, was pretty cool. So obviously,
I love that the entire school just turned into people.
Everyone was aluminum cans, being like a character that reminded me of Rafiki from Lion King. But anyway,
interesting.
Interesting take there. It's my hot take. This is just a great series, and yeah, please keep reading this series. I love it. I wanted to see an anime about this series and other great things. Happy to be on the show. I love being in front of the show. You guys are amazing. Thanks for having me as always. You can follow me at Jump Kodie. I do just tweet a lot of stuff that Viz Media tweets and Shonen Jump tweets. The future's looking bright, guys. I can't say much more, but I wish I could tell everyone on this that listens to this that patience and everything will be rewarded, but that's all I can say about the future. But I'm really excited about the future. And yeah, thanks for having me. I can't wait to hopefully can be back. And I see I'm gonna spoil your point F. It says next week you're gonna start talking about Blue Lock, but you need to be reading Blue Box. And that's just my take. So just my hot take.
We've never had someone spoil the next episode and then say, "You read the thing I want you to read." But I can appreciate it. That's some moxie. That's why we bring you on, Kodie.
Nice shot.
You've got the. Unlike Okarun, you've got the balls to challenge the pre-established format.
Yeah, got to. I gotta throw a curve, a boomerang curveball, whatever you want to call it in there. Get you guys on your toes. You guys are gonna be talking to the next episode, and I'm not on it, and you guys are gonna be like, "This is supposed to be about Blue Lock, but we just, our arms were tied, hands were tied."
Yeah, couldn't do anything. We were trapped.
No. I love you guys' stuff. Thanks for having me.
But as always, we're the Over Manga Cast. You can find us at Over Manga Cast on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, basically everything. We appreciate reviews in any and all forms, Spotify or long form reviews on iTunes or wherever they'll let you post them. Always, if you want to comment on individual episodes, go on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. They're always fun there. Those episodes go about 2 weeks later. And as always, if you have any series you'd like for us to read, reach out overmangacast@gmail.com, or you can go to overmangacast.com and check out our website there. There should be a comment form at the bottom of every page. As Kodie said, I guess he would really like you to read Blue Box. I also would really like you to read Blue Box next week. That's not what we're doing, because we're shills for whatever comes out as anime, such is the life. We are reading Blue Lock, chapters 1 through 15, because sports manga.
Yeah, sports.
So with that being, do your reading assignment and check us out next week. And as always, check out Kodie wherever he wants you to look.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Peace.